I am not enough. People live. Love hurts. I'll just pretend like it never happened and not think about it. Well, hello my good people and welcome to Prixie Picks. Today we're talking about a very interesting topic that is healing. Okay? So let's fix something real quick, okay? What is healing? Okay? Take a moment, think about it. What is healing? What would you define healing as? Okay? Let's fix something because healing is not forgetting. Okay? Healing is not just sitting back and then you're just like, I'll just forget what they did. I'll just forget the decision that they made with their own life and it also affected me. I'll just forget. Healing is not moving on. Okay? It's not at that point where you move on and then you're just like, oh, by the way, I'm healed. Yeah? It doesn't affect me anymore again mentally. No, you're playing it on the fireside and it's going to burn you. Neither is healing pretending, okay? Healing is feeling it without becoming it. Yes, they hurt me. Yes, they did this to me. Yet they made me feel like this. Yes, this is a choice that they made. This is a decision that they made them on themselves, okay? But do I have to become it? No. I don't have to become bitter on myself. I don't have to become toxic to other people. I don't have to share or extend the negative energy that comes with my process of healing because I'm thinking about what was done to me and what is happening to me. Okay? Because the truth is, your mind didn't break, it adapted. Your mind didn't break when you were being tortured. Your mind didn't break when all the negative things were happening in your life. What your brain decided to do was to adapt to it. It was to adapt to that toxic behavior. They come back, they beat you, they mistreat you, they say nasty words to you, they say negative words to you. And to this point, your brain decided to adapt to it. And your brain is just like, if I see this person, these are the words that they utter, and this is okay. But deep down inside you, it is weighing you down, it is pulling you down, and it makes you feel like, do I really need to move? And it's at this point where probably some of us are in toxic relationships. We get beaten over and over again. We move, we say we're going, we go to our friends' home, to our families back at home. But then after a few days, you feel like, no, I need to get back to this person. This person loves me. This person loved me. This person takes good care of me. Okay? But the thing is, it's because your system, your body has chosen one thing, to adapt to it. So your brain did not just break, okay? So the anxiety, that overthinking, that emotional distance, these all were weaknesses, okay? They were survival strategies. Some of us, we have been into toxic places, we have been into negative mind spaces to the point that all of this becomes our weaknesses, and now we have a survival strategy, which is a survival tactic to make us stay there longer. We're just like, no, he's going to change, no, she's going to change, or this behavior, almost everybody's experiencing it in their relationship, or everybody's experiencing this at their home. Let me tell you, chances of that being self-sabotage are very high. And this is because you're trying to comfort yourself and to make yourself feel at peace where you are being abused or where there is so much pain and healing needs to be happening. So this is a survival strategy, and your brain was just trying to save you. Your brain was just trying to help you, to stay there longer. So healing isn't just emotional, it's a system experience where we have the brain, we have the identity of what is going on, and then we have the patterns, okay? In that, the brain, this is where we have the pain effect, or this is where the pain affects even the most. And this might also lead to us experiencing trauma. We're humans, and once we're exposed to some of these things, we now start feeling traumatized because of anything that was done to us. I don't know if you've ever been, probably you've been in a toxic relationship and this person used to beat you. So any other time probably you move on to a new relationship and the person lifts their hand or does anything that was previously in the previous relationship, you tend to fidget. You tend to feel like, oh, I'm about to get hit just as I used to get smacked in the previous relationship, or hey, something bad is about to happen. Okay, so this is where we have patterns. Okay, and now when we talk about the pain effects, this we have the overreactive side of your brain, the confused timelines, and the underactive aspect of your brain. And what are the results? You feel danger even when you're safe. Even when this person has assured you that they're not beating you, you've never been beaten by them, they've never abused you, they've never done anything bad to you. This person is just so perfect. But at the end of the day, because you chose to be in that place, or that season met you in that position, you feel danger even when you are safe. Okay? And that is why most people end up in relationships and living again in another. Because at the end of the day, what did you not do? You did not take time to self-evaluate, to self-assess yourself, and to heal. And this is what affects us. Many are the times that this is what that is affecting us. Then we have the identity. So pain distorts beliefs like, I am not enough. People live, and love hurts. That is why many other times you'll try to go and lure somebody, or you see this fine girl across the room and you just want to go and approach them and talk to them, and you see a potential life partner in them, right? Maybe even this other guy. But then once you talk to them, you start hearing things like, but I'm not enough. But people live, love hurts. Some of these things now, they become your identity because you have not healed enough, okay? So pain distorts beliefs like those, okay? Then you have the patterns, okay? You don't just remember pain, you repeat it. Same toxic relationship, same self-sabotage, same emotional triggers. So you will always feel a consistent repeat of patterns over and over again. Okay, so we've said it's a system experience. We have the brain first of all. Okay, remember, we have the brain, then the identity, then the patterns. So what you feed your brain will always stick within you. And once you repeat it over and over again, your brain is just going to be like, this is okay. Okay, remember, your brain will always choose to adapt what you feed it. Okay, and then we have the identity. This is what then becomes of it. Then we have the patterns. Make sure you always observe on these patterns. Okay, if you're choosing to be on the healing aspect, on the healing spectrum of things, make sure these things stick with you. So you will always tend to hear people asking, why does this always happen to me? Why does this always happen to me? Sister, brother, this is because you did not take time to heal. Take time to heal. Take time to heal before moving on to that relationship, before moving on to that friendship, before moving on to any other thing. Take time to heal. Okay? Your heart isn't just any other organ. Your brain isn't just any other organ where you just dump and move, dump and move, dump and move. Okay? Take time for yourself. The core idea is that healing equals to rewiring. Your brain has a superpower called neuroplasticity. If you remember neuroplasticity, on the topic of plasticity, this is where your brain tends to adapt to things. Either it will adapt to the heat, it will adapt to the cold, it will adapt to the love, to the hatred, to the torture, to every other thing. Your brain will tend to adapt to it. So this is a superpower that your brain possesses that is called neuroplasticity. It can rewire itself through new experiences. If in this relationship, this is how I was being treated, and I move on to another relationship after taking time to heal, then because of neuroplasticity, my brain will tend to adapt. And at the end of the day, if the healing process really took effective time to be done, then you'll be moving on to a relationship in a good slate, in a perfect good slate. But then if not, you might not even experience those new chances that you get. So healing is replacing fear with safety. Okay? Go where you feel safe, not where fear resides. Okay? Nowhere if I see you, I just feel like I am not safe. I need to run for my life. Okay? Replacing chaos with understanding. This is also healing. Okay? Not every other time that it has to be chaotic. Okay? There needs to be a mutual understanding. There needs to be understanding every other time. And replacing reaction with response, this is what healing is. So healing is replacing fear with safety, replacing chaos with understanding, and replacing reaction with response. The real journey, okay, that is on the stages of healing. Can you talk about it? Are you ready for this? Okay, the real journey in healing, I have it in like 7 segments. So I have the awareness step of healing. Okay, so this is where you notice something isn't right, something isn't okay, and you start noticing the patterns. Remember the patterns we've talked about earlier? Now you start noticing them and you start feeling the triggers. This is the moment the light turns on and you realize this didn't just start today. This has been there. And it's the highest time that I say, no, it's the highest time that I move out from this thing. Number 2, we have the acknowledgement. This is where you realize, oh, it actually hurt me. And you're no longer minimizing that thought of it. And there's no more, others have had it worse. So this is also equaling to self-sabotage, okay? So once you're in the step and in the process of acknowledgement, just know that you are in the process of healing as well. So you never, you stop gaslighting yourself, you stop feeding yourself all these lies that you've been feeding yourself consistently over and over again. Then number 3, we have emotional release. This is not the grieving part. This is where anger, sadness, confusion, all are experienced almost at the same time, because this is where most people quit in the process of healing. And that is because it's not an easy process. But the truth is, unfelt pain doesn't disappear, okay? It waits. Unfelt pain waits. It just doesn't disappear randomly. Remember, when we say we have chances of you're learning a new habit, it might take you up to 31 days to learn a new habit. This also can be, as a result, 21 to 31 days to 60 days of you healing. It's going to be a process and you need to be patient with yourself, okay? Then number 4, reconnection. This is with your inner self. This requires now the inner self working of it, okay? So this is meeting yourself at your lowest point. This is meeting your young self as well and rebuilding self-love. This is giving yourself what you lacked. Freedom, space, happiness, okay? Then number 5, rebuilding. This is where now you start having new beliefs, you start having new boundaries, you start setting boundaries, you start having healthy choices, healthy connections, okay? So this is from a point where you're saying, I need to be loved, to I choose what deserves me, okay? So when you're rebuilding, it helps you move from a point where you're saying, I need to be loved, by the way. I need to be loved. And this shifts your mentality to, I choose what deserves me. Remember, you have the power, you yourself, you have the power, the capability to make all these choices. Now, moving on to the 6th point, that is integration. You are not triggered the same way anymore. You pause before you react and you understand your emotions. Just imagine in your healing process and then you get to this level. This is so perfect for you. At this moment, you just know, damn, I am healing, okay? This is the integration part. And healing becomes your default setting. No matter how hard you are, no matter how bad you feel, healing becomes a default setting. Then number 7, this is on growth. You don't just survive, you evolve, okay? The last process, you are evolving. This is on growth, okay? So you have more empathy, you have more wisdom, you have more clarity. This is called post-traumatic growth. I hope you enjoyed this video on the topic healing. Let me know what other topics you'd like us to discuss, what other topics you'd like me to also mention on, okay? Let me know down in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, I'm so sure you like one of these videos popping up in your screen. Click on one of them and I will see you there. Be sure to subscribe, share to the family and friends, and I'll see you there.